What up guys, Dan here back in GCDC Global, and today we're going to talk about your PvP defense. I'm going to cover three things. First, how PvP defense work. Second, a quick run through of units useful to PvP defense. And third, how to design your team and examples. Alright, from the top, PvP defense in GCDC consists of 8 character slots. The order of those slots go left to right, top to bottom, and I'm going to call these 1 through 8 like so. You also set 2 characters who are hidden from an attacker and can't be banned, and the attacker will select 2 characters to ban from that fight. Then from the 6 unbanned characters, the first 4 in order will be the starting team, with the last 2 being on the reserve. Reserve members will either come in when someone from the starting team dies, or after 60 seconds pass for the first hero and 120 seconds pass for the second. Now, let's cover units useful to PvP defense. I'm only going to focus on S and SR ranked heroes that are available right now in GCDC Global, and I'm going to very briefly cover their strengths since this list is long. Starting with Assault. Last, main DPS, enemy gathering, self-damage reduction, and a team crit chance buff. L-Assist, enemy gathering, canceling attacks, self-shield, team attack damage, and speed buff. Siege Heart, so damn annoying. Enemy gathering, canceling attacks, enemy damage debuff, shield causing more buffs and debuffs. Olivia, attack damage dealt and received debuff. And out so much crowd control. Slowing attack, stun attack, freeze attack. Moving on to tanks. Ryan, absorbs team damage, personal damage reduction buff, personal heal, enemy gathering. Ronin, team shield, team invincibility, team cleanse. Captain Board, passive damage reduction to nearby enemies and a silent skill. Poseidon, team shield, team invincibility, passive chance to slow when hit. Dr. Molly, team shield, team damage reduction buff, enemy bind skill, and AoE damage when she uses skills. Next, healers. Amy, increase SP gain, team damage reduction. Sachi, cleanse team debuffs and a passive revive to teammates. Cleo, nullifies enemy buffs. Nachuel, team shield, attack speed, and damage debuff. Alright, mages. Army, slow AoE, increase basic attack damage received debuff, strong nuke AoE. And lastly, archers. Rufus, big DPS, huge damage received debuff, and a slow AoE. Alright, that covers heroes. I already know there's going to be a huge list of heroes I didn't mention in the comments. Just a reminder, this is largely my opinion on who is useful, and this is mainly to illustrate what traits to look out for when deciding who to place in your team. So this is the general strategy I use when building my team. The first 2 slots are your top 2 heroes who are critical to your build. These will be hidden. This could be your main DPS, your main crowd control, main tanks, whatever. The next 4 should be ones that support those 2 heroes, even if any combination of 2 of them getting banned occurred. When considering your core 6, you should try to go for a balance of buffs, debuffs, and passives. Teams that stack buffs are countered by Cleo and Null Zone. Teams that stack debuffs are countered by Sachi and Cleansing Energy, and passives are non-counterable. Every hero used in PvP defense should have 1 or more of these 3 traits. A wider variety will be less easily counterable. The last 2 slots then you have to consider who is going to be most beneficial coming late to the fight. A nuker might be good at taking out weakened attackers, or maybe a healer will be key to reviving your team, or maybe a crowd control to give your team more space. You get the idea. Alright, lastly I'm going to cover 2 different defenses. Again, I'm not saying these are the end all be all, they are more just to give you an idea of my thought process. Alright, first off we have Last, Siege Heart, Dr. Molly, Nachuel, Ronin, Hanout, Sachi, and Army. The goal of this team is trying to balance roles. Siege Heart and Last are going to be my main DPS and crowd control. My assumption is the attacker will ban 2 of the next 4 units, however pick any 2 of them and they will support Last and Siege Heart. Dr. Molly applies shields and buffs to the team, binds enemy units, and does AoE attacks when using skills. Nachuel heals and applies shield to the team while debuffing enemy attack power and speed. Ronin shields the team, applies invincibility to the team, and cleanses debuffs. And Hanout will crowd control the team with slow, stun, and freeze. Next, again, assuming 2 of those got banned, Sachi will now be in the first reserve seat. As soon as someone dies, she comes in and resurrects a teammate and starts providing heals. Now, this revive hero will still be near death and can be defeated easily, but if they go down, that will push out the 8th slot. Assuming only 1 hero died in the beginning, this could be a tactic to set out 5 heroes simultaneously in either scenario. That is scenario 1. Scenario 2 is a team I'm considering for Guild Wars specifically. In Guild Wars, at least the ones I have been in, many times all 180 stars are obtained and it becomes a battle of points. So the goal of this defense is to stack heals and tank and try to beat the clock. If your defense is high enough to outlast the timer, they won't get 3 stars on you, which in Guild Wars can mean a huge difference. Alright, this build consists of Poseidon, Siege Heart, Cleo, Ronin, Captain Board, Dr. Molly, Sachi, and Nachuel. Poseidon and Siege Heart are my core team. Again, Siege Heart debuffs the enemies and messes up their formation. Poseidon provides shields, invincibility, and slows the attackers, assuming 2 of the 3 tanks got banned. Ronan would do his shield and invincibility, Vor would provide passive damage reduction and silence, or Molly would provide shield buffs and debuffs. Cleo I think people will underestimate, and she'll be removing all the buffs on teams centered around buffers like Ellis's. Again, Sachi will come in with the revive, and Nacho will come in with shields, heals, and debuffs. I actually have no idea if this one even works. I want to try it out, but I have so many heroes to level and gear up to make this even viable for the PvP and Guild Wars I'm in. But again, these are just ideas for you. Explore your own defense build. As long as you're having fun with it, that's the point of the game, right? Alright, that does it for this video. Hopefully you found this helpful. For me, this is something I thoroughly enjoy. There's so many different strategies and builds you can do, and I just love exploring them. And there's still a lot more heroes to come. It's funny going into fights thinking that you're good, then running into that one defense that just completely annihilates you. Or like when everyone says that a specific character sucks, but you find that one super niche build that just changes the game. It's so good. But enough rambling on. Like I said, that does it for this video. If you dig it, leave a like and subscribe. I'll be covering even more PvP strategy on this channel. Next time I'll go over attack teams and party skills. That's a much simpler topic. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.